honestly, you know, I'm not gonna say I wasn't disappointed. I was very disappointed in the deal, what went down, how it went. Uh, David Montgomery means a lot to me on tape. That's how, since Iowa State, and we'll turn the page on this, but I will say, it's going to be, it's tough for me because I appreciated his game. I appreciated his effort, and it was like snatching a piece of my soul out of me because now you're starting to, recognize some of the big warts have been on the offensive line, and you're building something with Justin Fields, and it just doesn't feel right without Monty, who put in all this work and effort. But at the end of the day, it's a business, and it's unfortunate, and it's disappointing for me because I truly love the character of the man. I truly love what he does for this football team. And at the end of the day, a lot of people are with me standing in there. I'm not as quick as Shane to throw it out with certain players I love. Other player, I'm 100% like, oh, well, but this guy created a special place in my heart as a back, as a coach, and just seeing how he opened up and was transparent about mental health issues and how he stood for the fans. And at some points it looked like he was the only one trying. He was the only one trying. And that's my truth. And I respect the hell out of David Montgomery. I'm not going to be MFing him, except when the Bears play the Detroit Lions. It's tough, on this show we don't portray to hide anything or manipulate or flip-flop. It's a big loss but just like in anything in football, and Shane said this, my father said it, and I've lived it before. At some point, they're gonna draft another person, and hopefully they can carry that same torch. Ivan said it pre-show. There was a guy that matches what it is Detroit is trying to build. It's David Montgomery. And I think that tears even more in my heart when Ivan said it, because that's what I want the Chicago Bears to be building. Now, maybe they're in their infancy, but I also could say the Chicago Bears should be in win now mode, because every year, last to first happens. And I think it's prime time, just like Claudio talked about Aaron Rodgers leaving the division and the Bears making this huge trade and believing in Justin Fields. But at the end of the day, Shane called the business stuff and the running back then. I think the Bears should have matched it, but in reaching out to David, I tried to get, if the Bears were involved, out of him. He kind of skipped over that. But the reality is, we won't know unless somehow it comes out that, listen, the Bears may have not even reached out to him. And trying to explain that to your 9-year-old son who loves this guy.
I mean, chill with this. He's definitely not a trader. It's like he's saying, like Shane said, it's a business. He's not a trader. I mean, like, we don't know. Bears might not have wanted him, so he's not.
Yeah, well, I'm sure T. Aheron would turn down $12 million from the Packers if they offered it to him right now. I'm sure he wouldn't leave his current job. But players come out and praise the fans, and you know what Demo's going to say when he's in Detroit? He's going to thank Chicago. He's going to say, but every time I came to Detroit, some of the best fans, even though they were. It's fine. It's just what it is, man.
Exactly.
It's running backs. Say what you want. Running back is a recyclable position. It is. The Minnesota Vikings are probably going to move off of Dalvin Cook.
I heard Pac-Man Jones talking about it today on McAfee show. Jackal's probably doing fucking timestamps for that fucking show instead of this one. This guy. Timestamp MIA. 3 months running.
Oh, Logan. How have you liked the off season so far? Sandborner?
Logan has a
sand
boner.
He's got his boner buried in the fucking sand now.
The only thing I'll say in regards to you and cars and recyclable, I always go back to the measure of character on tape, and I loved Jordan Howard for that same reason. That's that. I mean, it's the chapter's over. But I'm just speaking in my truth. When I watched the tape of that kid run, I had not seen that kind of effort since Walter Payton. That was my comp. I didn't say he was Walter Payton.
I could put Thomas Jones' effort up there against Demos. You know, I'm just saying, I think we fall in love with that aspect of it, and I understand you have to have lunch pail players. I said this to Ivan. You know what teams overrate try-hard players? Bad teams. You have to have more than that. You have to have lunch pail players. It's fine. I just don't. Well, this isn't a talent issue.
I don't think bad teams overrate them. I think great coaches recognize, and it's been proven. Look at Julian Edelman. Look at Wes Welker. These guys weren't even.
So, do you think that this move is going to hold the Chicago Bears back?
No.
And that's, I just wanted the entire point. It's just but no, Phil. Nobody is disparaging his talent. Nobody is. This isn't a look at the tape and he doesn't have it. He's an excellent running back. That's fine. Just why am I giving a guy $18 million over 3 years when I can go pick up a kid very likely in the 4th or 5th round that's going to be extremely serviceable and maybe even more explosive?
So you invest hella in 2 guys that are going to be difference makers on the back end. And if you're a patron, I'm excited to show you the tape. And we'll do a little teaser later, Shane.
But in Eberflus's system, the will linebacker is a premium position. And Roquan Smith, say whatever you want. Would you rather have Tremaine Edmonds, Jack Sanborn, TJ Edwards, a 2nd-round draft pick, and a 5th-round draft pick? Or would you rather have Roquan Smith and $4 million? Everybody answer in the chat real quick. Because that's the trade-off right now. You got a 2 and a 5 for Roquan.
I don't even think it's a choice.
You got TJ Edwards, you got Tremaine Edmonds, and this is including Jack Sanborn's minuscule salary in it also. What would you rather have?
Just clarify where the $4 million. What does that mean?
Because
$4 million more.
All of those guys would be making $4 million. Those
less
guys no. It would be Sanborn, Edwards, and Tremaine Edmonds are making $4 million more in one season than Roquan Smith is alone.
Okay.
Plus, we have a 2nd and a 5th on top of it. It's
nice. That's why I asked for clarity. Now everybody
understands. That's when somebody is playing chess and somebody else is playing checkers.
All you're doing, I'd rather have Jackal's timestamp. Exactly.
The one of the tape never lies. Favorite sons, Chago. Is it Chago? Chigo? Anyway,